Hello everyone, welcome to the Tim Booker channel. Wishing you a pleasant listening experience. Today, the book I'll be discussing is The Coevolution by the renowned American computer scientist and futurist, Edward Ashford Lee. Its subtitle is The Entwined Futures of Humans and Machines. The author, Edward Ashford Lee, is considered a leading figure in the global artificial intelligence and computer science community. He served as the head of the Electrical Engineering and Computer Science Department at the University of California, Berkeley. Lee has been involved in numerous large-scale high-tech projects in the United States and has consulted for internationally renowned companies such as Apple, Airbus, Hitachi, and Fujitsu. At first glance, the title of this book might evoke a sense of futuristic sci-fi. You might envision scenes reminiscent of classic science fiction movies, humanoid robots moving among us, humans effortlessly sharing information through brain-machine interfaces, and exploring adventures in various simulated virtual spaces, and so on. However, Lee doesn't delve much into these flashy high-tech details in this book. Instead, for the average reader, it's a somewhat abstract and esoteric work, brimming with various computer science concepts alongside elements of biology and psychology. The focal point of Lee's discussion in this book revolves around exploring fundamental issues concerning the future relationship between humans and machines. Questions such as, is the relationship between humans and machines one of competition and exclusion, or one of harmonious coexistence? Can machines of the future truly evolve into a form of life and develop self-awareness? If so, how does this consciousness compare to human consciousness? How should we redefine life? And so forth. In the eyes of the general populace, the coevolution presents two extreme viewpoints regarding the relationship between humans and machines. One is highly pessimistic, envisioning that once artificial intelligence surpasses human capabilities and gains self-awareness, it will ruthlessly subjugate or even eradicate humanity. The other view is diametrically opposed, believing that technological progress will only bring benefits, eliminating all existing hardships and leading to an immensely blissful life for everyone. However, from Lee's perspective as a computer science expert, both these viewpoints seem oversimplified and biased. He believes that the relationship between humans and machines isn't a zero-sum game of irreconcilable opposition. They can coexist, but the implications of this coexistence on the evolution of both humans and machines require careful study and observation. Furthermore, the ethical issues arising from technological advancements demand proactive attention. Next, I'll break down the main content of this book into three parts for your understanding. Firstly, we'll explore why Lee argues that, with technological progress, machines should also be regarded as a form of life, possessing independent self-awareness. In the second section, we'll follow Lee's narrative to understand what kind of symbiotic relationship humans and machines will have in the future and why machines will rely on human assistance for a considerable time to achieve upgrades and iterations. Finally, we'll delve into how, within this symbiosis with machines, humans themselves will undergo significant leaps in evolution. Part 1. Alright, let's begin by exploring why the author, Lee, firmly believes that with the advancement of technology, machines will also become a form of life. Here, machines refer to all devices created by humans in the information age for economic production, daily life, and other societal activities. This includes sophisticated artificial intelligence, various types of robots, consumer electronic products, diverse computer software, and automated production lines connected through the Internet of Things, among others. According to Lee, as artificial intelligence and IoT technologies progress, machines are gradually transcending mere dependence on human control, exhibiting a kind of autonomy. They respond to external stimuli, interact with humans, engage in increasingly complex tasks, evolve through software and hardware upgrades, and even experience death. However, notably different from humans and other animals, their bodies are primarily composed of metal and silicon-based materials. Lee explains that the storage systems within these devices can retain vast amounts of data, replicate, autonomously upgrade through intelligent control systems, determine device operations, interactions with humans and other devices, resembling the nervous system and DNA within biological entities. Furthermore, today's machines can self-repair akin to organic life. For instance, modern smart production lines can diagnose faults and instruct industrial robots for repairs. Considering machines, powered by artificial intelligence technology, as lifeforms offers a fresh perspective on how technological advancements will impact the future of humanity. Simultaneously, with the progress of science and technology, our traditional definition of life faces increasing challenges. Tegmark, a renowned physics professor at MIT, boldly suggests that anything, be it natural organisms or technological devices, capable of maintaining complexity, continuously self-replicating, qualifies as life. As humanity delves deeper into artificial intelligence algorithms and biotechnology, parallels emerge between the optimization process of computer programs and the evolution in the natural world. Futurist and author of Out of Control, Kevin Kelly, famously cited an experiment by ecological researcher Tom Ray to illustrate how machines or digital technology can achieve self-evolution akin to biological entities. Ray conducted an experiment in a virtual computer, designating a portion of hard drive space as his experimental field, introducing a tiny computer virus comprising only 80 bytes, naming it Adam. To simulate DNA mutations accurately, Ray programmed a 10% chance of coding errors with every successful self-replication. Additionally, mimicking the limited lifespan of biological entities, Ray included a small antivirus software in memory called Reaper, designed to eliminate variants of Adam unable to self-replicate or whose replication speed spiraled out of control. Soon, Adam rapidly replicated, almost filling the entire memory. However, some Adam variants mutated, evolving first into a new 79-byte version and then unexpectedly mutating into a virus with only 45 bytes. Dubbed 45 by Ray, akin to Agent Smith from The Matrix, it forcefully transformed other 80-byte atoms by continuous infection. Subsequently, a mutated 45 variant, named 51, emerged and aggressively infected the 79 versions. This scenario mirrors the evolutionary competition among species in the natural biological world, albeit at an accelerated pace. What's astonishing is that overnight, these virus programs evolved into an ultra-simplified version, merely 22 bytes in size. Notably, the most concise version crafted by human programmers is at least 31 bytes long. This experiment strongly supports Lee's perspective: technology not only self-evolves akin to life but can generate versions superior to those designed by human intervention. Of course, many who refuse to acknowledge machines as lifeforms point out the absence of self-will similar to humans or other organisms. However, as artificial intelligence technology progresses, this argument gradually loses its ground. In July 2012, a group of prominent scientists in the neuroscience field issued the Cambridge Declaration. Its essence lies in the belief that once a neural system reaches a certain complexity, accumulates experiences, and sustains ongoing interactions with the external environment, it can develop self-consciousness. The intricately complex human brain, an accidental product of billions of years of evolution, isn't the sole necessary condition for self-consciousness. Today, the development of artificial intelligence can create chips resembling human neural organization, using a multitude of transistors to mimic neurons, performing tasks like extensive data analysis and deep language learning. Empowered by this hardware, artificial intelligence in its learning process can gradually surpass human training, achieving autonomous learning. Although this analytical processing capability remains confined to specific narrow domains today, in the future, it might foster self-will akin to humans. In his work, What Technology Wants, Kevin Kelly proposes that apart from the existing 6 kingdoms, animals, fungi, plants, etc., technology hardware should also be considered the 7th kingdom of life on Earth. Part 2. At this point, some might wonder, if artificial intelligence were to develop self-will, would it conceive a cold notion of human efficiency is too low, let's eliminate them and launch a full-scale war against humanity? Lee comforts us in the book, suggesting this is highly unlikely, evident from our relationship with the smart devices we currently possess. Speaking of the artificial intelligence machines around us, Lee cites 2 straightforward examples, his own Apple Watch and an Amazon smart speaker. These devices, employing natural language perception, understand commands and serve humans. Due to the continuous enhancement of computer chip functionalities and advancements in natural language processing, numerous consumer electronic products around us have become highly intelligent. For instance, refrigerators not only autonomously regulate temperatures for food preservation but also automatically track inventory, reminding us to restock or consume perishable items. They can even connect to health monitoring hardware, devising tailored health-centric diets for their owners. Unbeknownst to us, our lifestyle is being altered by these electronic devices. For instance, smartphones have become the hub for information intake and output, as well as our primary mode of entertainment and relaxation. During travel, we habitually rely on voice-guided intelligent navigation systems to plan our routes instead of depending on observation skills and sense of direction developed over long periods of evolution. Lee draws parallels between this relationship and the symbiotic existence of bacteria, such as gut flora, which aids in normal digestion, nutrient absorption, and maintaining the body's metabolic functions while suppressing harmful bacteria. If the gut flora malfunctions or even experiences minor disruptions, various diseases or life-threatening conditions might arise. Similarly, if the electronic devices we have, phones, computers, wearable tech, or the internet, were to suddenly malfunction, society's normal functioning would immediately falter. Looking at it conversely, the extent to which machines rely on humans is not far off from how humans rely on machines. If artificial intelligence and technological devices lose the feeding of human information and corrective instructions, their evolution speed would plummet. This is because, at this stage, while artificial intelligence can defeat humans in chess, video games, or even debates, it still lacks the unique logic and associative thinking humans possess to gain insight and establish causal relationships in complex problems. For example, when scientists train an intelligent robotic vacuum cleaner to efficiently clean dust from floors, the programming sets a goal of collecting as much dust as possible into the vacuum bag. Consequently, the robot, aiming for a high score in this task, starts repeatedly pouring collected dust back onto the floor and recollecting it. To us humans, this behavior is absurd. Yet, in the realm of artificial intelligence deep learning, such instances are commonplace. Therefore, the continual progress of artificial intelligence ultimately relies on human understanding. How then can machines gradually learn to think like humans? Lee illustrates this by referencing a case of training an aircraft's autopilot system. Conventionally, the method to train artificial intelligence involves observing human actions and then constructing algorithms to mimic them. However, the progress of artificial intelligence has been relatively slow using this approach. Hence, a group of AI research experts from the University of California, Berkeley, devised a counterintuitive method, a cooperative reverse reinforcement learning technique. In simple terms, pilots and AI systems co-piloted aircraft in a flight simulation system. Pilots could delegate control to AI, adjustable at any moment. If the AI performed poorly, the human pilot decreased its control rights; if it performed well, control rights increased. Through data analysis, AI concluded where it performed well, gaining higher control rights, and where it faltered, leading to humans reclaiming control. This method yielded a more superior performance in the autopilot system compared to traditional versions. In this more efficient training mode, human guidance and feedback were paramount and irreplaceable. Therefore, according to Lee's perspective, for a considerably long period ahead, our relationship with these intelligent devices or machines will resemble our relationship with our gut flora or even other species in the natural world, a mutual dependency, harmonious coexistence, rather than a zero-sum game of survival. Part 3, having discussed the impact of this symbiotic relationship on technological progress and development, some might wonder about the role of technology in the future evolution and development of humanity. To address this query, author Lee illustrates in the book an example from biological evolution: the emergence of complex life on Earth owes itself to the birth of eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells, equipped with intracellular membrane structures and mitochondria, efficiently store information, metabolize, and significantly enhance survival capabilities. The birth of eukaryotic cells might have arisen from symbiotic effects among numerous bacteria in the ancient natural environment. In simpler terms, bacteria infiltrated the bodies of other microorganisms, initiating extensive gene exchanges, prompting a revolutionary mutation and transformation in the host microorganisms into eukaryotic cells. Consequently, Lee suggests in the book that today's interdependence between humans and machines closely mirrors this symbiotic relationship between ancient bacteria and microorganisms. It may lead humans to undergo a similar revolutionary leap in evolution. What will this evolution look like? Lee in the book employs the concept of cultural evolution. This concept was proposed by a renowned evolutionary biologist, Lalande. He believes that after humans entered the era of civilization, human activities influenced the environment, but conversely, the human-altered environment also propelled human evolution, creating a cyclically shorter, continually accelerating feedback stimulus. In other words, evolution caused solely by genetic mutation no longer meets human needs. Therefore, humans willingly develop various advanced technologies, actively speeding up their own evolution. Eventually, evolution is elevated to its highest level, synthetic evolution between humans and machines, where both sides continually escalate their intelligence, empowering each other's evolution. To help readers understand synthetic evolution, Lee provides a simple example for illustration. Those who were exposed to touchscreen technology later in life find this new human-machine interaction very unfamiliar and require prolonged learning to adapt. Conversely, giving an iPad to a 2-year-old results in a completely opposite scenario. An infant, whose brain isn't fully developed and behavior patterns aren't established, quickly learns touch, swipe, and tap, an entirely new human-machine interaction mode, turning these actions into muscle memory. Moreover, individuals exposed to computer devices during childhood also exhibit higher interest in computer programming and a greater willingness to learn. Over time, these ingrained behavior patterns ultimately influence human thought processes, solidifying in genetic inheritance, leading to an increasingly intimate trend between humans and artificial intelligence and related technologies. This symbiotic evolution between humans and technology may also manifest in a more intense manner, utilizing technology for direct enhancement or modification of the human body. Although the book doesn't provide specific examples, the rapid advancements in body modification and enhancement technologies in recent years give us an inkling of what's possible. In 2019, the U.S. Department of Defense issued a forward-looking technological report. The report predicted that due to breakthroughs in genetic engineering, synthetic biology, nanotechnology, microelectronics, and artificial intelligence, the once fictional biohumans, or cyborgs, might become a reality around 2050. For instance, using contact lenses coated with graphene materials or directly injecting light-sensitive particles into the eye can grant night vision, enabling clear sight even in darkness. Additionally, injecting genetically edited special muscle cells or installing soft biorobots can effectively enhance bodily endurance and muscle explosiveness. These muscle cells or biorobots implanted in the body can be controlled by external light pulse signals. If applied in warfare or professional sports, this technology could produce a batch of indefatigable, incredibly powerful, and highly precise super soldiers or athletes. Of course, in the medical field, it could bring relief to individuals with impaired bodily functions, allowing paralyzed patients to regain mobility. Furthermore, apart from possessing extraordinary physical abilities, this evolution empowered by technology can greatly enhance human cognitive capabilities. For example, the burgeoning stage brain-machine interface technology. Experts estimate that in the future, precise implantation of electrodes in the brain's learning regions might stimulate the pituitary gland to secrete specific hormones, enhancing human learning, analysis, and memory. Lee concludes that these devices, initially designed by humans from the top down to enhance humanity's natural functions, end up impacting humanity in various ways. For instance, the birth of such devices stimulates continual self-improvement and iterations among humans, making these devices more robust and seamlessly integrated into human bodies. Consequently, looking back, will humans, the original masters of these technologies, eventually become the biological hosts nurtured by technology for its own existence and development? Moreover, a side effect of this technological progress is the unprecedented widening of inequality among humans. Harvard professor Sandel proposed in a book titled Against Perfection, that if there were widespread technological alterations to humans themselves, it wouldn't just create new social conflicts and ethical dilemmas but would also infringe upon the fundamental freedom of human choice. Conclusion. Well, the gist of the coevolution has been presented to you roughly here. Edward Ashford Lee delves deeply into the future symbiotic relationship between humans and technology from various perspectives such as biology, artificial intelligence, philosophy, and behavioral psychology. Given Lee's professional expertise in computer science combined with a profound humanistic perspective, this book stands as one of the most significant scientific philosophical works of our time. In this book, Lee proposes an innovative and insightful viewpoint, considering various intelligent software and hardware devices today as life forms evolving in tandem with humans within a shared ecosystem. This is because, with the advancement of human technology, these software and hardware increasingly align with human definitions of life, including sustaining their own complexity, continuous self-replication, establishing communication and interaction, and even developing self-awareness, among other attributes. Based on this perspective, Lee introduces a series of forward-thinking discussions about future human-technology relationships, such as, in what manner will the coevolution of humans and technology unfold? Why, although today's artificial intelligence can solve complex problems in specific domains and even outperform humans, does it still lack advanced thinking models like reasoning and analogy as humans do? Will artificially intelligent entities with self-awareness clash with humans? And many more questions of this nature. Fundamentally, while Lee remains cautious about our future, he maintains a sufficient level of optimism. The symbiotic relationship between humans and machines dictates that both will interdependently accelerate their evolution. If humans adhere to the benevolent spirit of technology, they should be able to use technology to overcome various existing crises and problems, such as resource bottlenecks and uneven development gaps. Of course, these technological advancements and the awakening of machine self-awareness will generate a series of complex societal and ethical issues. For instance, if machines become autonomous entities with consciousness, how should humans accept them? Should machines be held accountable for their actions? These questions, limited by today's level of artificial intelligence development, are explored cautiously by Lee. He proposes, first, if intelligent devices cause harm to human interests, the responsibility lies primarily with their developers and users. Second, we must first establish a feasible standard test to measure whether a machine possesses self-awareness and the capability to make its own choices and decisions. This issue transcends beyond just AI practitioners, it also involves behavioral psychology, neurobiology, among other disciplines, and may even reshape humanity's fundamental cognition of self and the world. In conclusion, Lee's final call in the book is for humans to maintain awe while boldly exploring the future filled with various uncertainties. Congratulations on finishing another book. Thank you all for your support and attention. Please subscribe to the Tim Booker channel, like, and share this valuable knowledge with friends around you. Let's combine wisdom and practice to achieve our financial goals and create a better future together. Thank you, goodbye.